What is up, everyone? Welcome to the 20 Podcast, bringing you interviews with the best DJs, music producers, and music industry professionals from around the globe. I'm your host, DJ Spider. That's right. What's going on, my Beatsourcers? How you feeling? What's going down? What's new in your life? Everything good? Okay, great. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. You guys, this podcast, as always, brought to you by Beatsource. Hit us up, beatsource.com, and check out Beatsource link where you're able to DJ from the cloud. You are able to access our expertly curated playlists, our amazing custom edits that can be found nowhere else, no other DJ pools, nothing, no one has this. So log on, get your free trial. Try out Beatsource, and you're going to love it. Thank you guys for the support. Hit me on my Instagram, DJ Spider, at DJSPIDER. Thank you guys for listening and tuning in as always and coming out to my shows and all that. Really appreciate it. Now, I got to tell you, today we got a big one, guys. We got a big one, okay? From around the world, we got these amazing dudes to come here on today's show. We got one of my favorite production duos. I mean, I've loved them since the beginning of their career, and the first stuff they've put out, I've been playing it, and anything new they put out, instant download into my computer, and I'm playing it. They are amazing DJs and amazing producers from Brazil who thankfully are here now with us in Los Angeles right now, so we're able to talk to them. They've truly made their own sound, and when you hear who this is, you're going to agree with me. They are loved by DJs from around the world. That's right. You, me, all of us, we love these guys, okay? We play their stuff, and if you don't, you should look it up and play it. I really think you're going to love it. They've become some of the biggest producers in Brazil. Massive, creating global top 20 hits for Anita, J Balvin, and more, winning a Latin Grammy and being nominated for more this year. Releasing songs everywhere from Mad Decent to Universal Records. They're all over the place. They can do underground, they can do mainstream, they can do it all, and that really comes from their DJ background as well. That's my theory, and that's what we discuss in this episode too. And they're still growing. They're doing bigger and better things, always, constantly going, even after 10 years after their inception. And they're celebrating their 10-year anniversary, and they've got a lot of amazing things planned for that. We talk about it in this episode. We discuss some amazing collaborations they've done with people like Diplo, Troy Boy, and other people in the industry, as well as doing official remixes for legends like Bob Marley, David Bowie, and more. They just released an EP with Marshmello called Mellokillaz. That might give you a clue to who they are. And actually, the second we finished here, they were headed to the studio to go meet Marshmello and work on more music. So I am so excited to hear what they are going to come out with. I'm so glad they took the time to come down here and talk to me. I'm excited for you guys to hear this. So please welcome to the show, Tropkillaz. All right, we're here live and direct from Beverly Hills, California, the Beatsource office. We got the world famous Tropkillaz in the building. Yeah. Give it up.
What's up, brother?
What up? Yo, yes. Thank you. We're on the same. Yes. Thank you for coming. I can tell this was meant to be, and we're on the same wavelength because we have the same exact shirt on.
Yeah. Same pants too.
We're dressed the same. This was meant to be, okay? Yeah. We're literally like, same company, same shirt. So obviously we're coming in here on the same wavelength. We've already been hanging for like an hour, having a good conversation. And I'm so excited for you guys to finally come in and do this with us. I have been, a fan of your guys' work for your whole time you've been together, I think. Like I was saying, I have some of your first productions in my computer. I've always tried to be the first one to be playing your guys' stuff out and all that. And it's an honor to have you in the studio. So thanks for coming.
It's so much pleasure, man. Thanks. We're from the same school, right? Like
100%.
Like 100%.
Yes,
like,
we cut from the same cloth.
So many common friends, everything. Like,
yep.
Like we both, we all came from the hip hop background, like club hip hop DJing. That's how we we all of us start. That's why we think like equally.
Yes, I agree, 100%. Yeah, I think we're all cut from like the same cloth, and we have the same like mindset towards music and DJing and just what's soulful and funky and dope, you know, and like what we want to hear and how we want to DJ. And you know, I know you've been doing this for a long time, and you know, from the scratching to production to everything, and yeah, just excited to pick your guys' brain and hear what you're working on now and how you guys, you know, got to this point and everything. So I guess, you know, before we get into it, do you want to tell us about yourselves just off the bat?
Yeah. It's crazy. Like we never talk in US about that. Like not many times actually.
No, I know. I tried to look up any interviews.
Yeah, we don't have many interviews.
No,
and stuff.
not a lot at all.
Like mostly in Portuguese, but like mostly like basically when we started, like I met Louds. He was like half my age,
right,
or a little more.
Yeah.
Like I think he was 18 and I was like 41 or something.
Okay.
And like he was the biggest new producer, upcoming producer, producing like all the like 2010 like biggest rap scene in Brazil.
Oh, dope.
And I produce all the 90s and early 2000s. So
right.
like when we exchanging stories and like he came for a beach battle in São Paulo.
Yeah.
And he took second place.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
for DJ battle.
No.
Oh, beat battle.
Beat
oh,
battle.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. And he asked people were talking like Louds got ripped. Like someone stole him. Like
right.
It was
like you should have won.
Yeah, he should have won.
That's what people say.
Yeah. And what you think? I said like you should have won. You got stolen.
Yeah. You definitely got robbed.
And there was a big like people like talking about that who was judging and this.
Right.
And we became friends.
That's
and
cool.
I came to DJ at Curitiba.
My hometown.
Yeah.
I've been there.
And we met for the first time. He came to see me. Like
2010.
Okay.
That time.
Yeah. We start talking all the time. I just I had this project before NASA.
Right.
The NASA album.
Yeah, with Sam.
In the US for a little, like living in the US for a few years. And it was kind of like, it was like a one record project.
Right.
So like what are you going to do after that? It was kind of like hangover after like touring a lot. And like, I didn't know what to do at the time.
Yeah.
And Louds brought the new energy, new blood, like super fat, different, like, I was still producing on the MPC, a little bit of Ableton, but like MPC still, and he got the new workflow.
Right.
And he stayed at my house for like a few days, and we made tons of beats. No plans, you know, just started making music together. Like two generations, like
the old school and new school, both from the same world, but coming together.
Super
from old school sounds.
Yeah, I love hip hop. I love the LA culture and all the West Coast rappers and stuff. Before I've been here, like when I started to make beats, my biggest reference was like Dre and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Battle Cat.
Amazing.
Till nowadays, they are my idols. So
yeah,
that's what I love to do. Like that's why we have this connection.
Yes,
between us, like the West Coast references and stuff.
Right.
And Louds knew LA. He's the palm of his hand before he stepped in the US for the first time.
Really? Just from
from the
movies,
the raps and movies and like,
just hearing in songs, seeing movies, video game. Right. That's interesting. You know, Battle Cat is like a super dope DJ too.
He's insane.
Like one of the best. I mean, I saw him actually. Speaking of Dr. Dre,
he's my top 3 producers ever.
He's so incredible, right?
And he's so cool.
So
like,
cool.
So humble.
I met him a couple times. Amazing. And I saw him at Dre Day, LA. They have this party they do.
I know
my God, I was like blown away. It was like one of those things when you see, you know, their DJ like when you, I don't know, just when they're doing, he was on a controller and he was just blowing my mind.
It's different. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So dope.
Yeah.
Oh, that's incredible. That's so cool to hear. I mean, I could tell from even the beginning, you guys remixed Funky Worm
Yeah.
And it was such a West Coast sound, you know what I mean, from being sampled and just that synth, you know, and then hearing you guys remix it, that was such a dope track. Like I would play it all the time. And I think you did Dope Man too, right?
Yeah,
I remember that one.
Yeah.
And yeah, you do have a West Coast sound, obviously influence a little bit within your own sound. And that's what I love about you guys, that you really have your own sound. You know what I mean? And it's Brazilian, but it's global in a way where it has a bit of everything.
It took a while to people realize we are Brazilians. Like it took like a few years actually.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like almost 2 years.
Right.
Because like we like making mostly beats like DJ tools for us. With no compromise.
Yeah.
Like one song a week, free download on SoundCloud.
Yep.
Follow on Facebook.
Yeah.
We started from 0 to like 100,000 in like fast.
Right.
It was fast.
Right.
Like,
well, because I would play your songs and everyone go, what is this? How do I get it? Send it to me. Give it to me. All the DJs, you know, because it was perfect. Like you said, DJ tool in a way. Like it was such perfect tracks to be able to play as a DJ and impress the crowd, impress other DJs, do dope tricks with, like mix with other songs.
Turbo versions.
Yes, yes.
Big drums.
And just like banging, like sounded so dope. And that was what, 10 years ago. And like your guys' sound has just constantly grown and just gotten better and better. You know, it's always been great, but it just keeps evolving, I think. And just the sound quality of like what you guys do, and you can hear the growth within everything you've done.
Because we started that mission of like drop a song every Friday for a year. So at the
we
so
keep,
that
like,
was getting better and better. Like, and people said, "What they gonna do next Friday?" So like we have a week to put a song out.
And you did it every week for a year, like 52 songs.
It was like an exercise. Like
exercise.
Every day working on the track. We started like, let's say on Monday, and work on the track till Friday.
Like
making the
last
artwork.
minute.
Right.
Meanwhile,
the artwork and everything.
Minute, 100 versions and stuff.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But that was your way of I mean, that's pre-TikTok and the way people are like, I do something every day. Like this was the SoundCloud time, really, when SoundCloud and maybe Hype Machine or something. But like SoundCloud was really the way to find all these tracks and stuff.
Yeah.
And so that helped build your guys' social media and kind of connect you with other artists, right? Like people like Diplo or different people that would hear you.
Yeah, like actually I met Diplo the first time he came to Brazil. I met him in Rio and in like 2001, I guess. He was still like Hollertronics.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, oh yeah. At that time, I had his Hollertronics vinyl. I would play
We played together in LA. Like we played a gig together, like a Nike event, like for like a soccer thing. And I played with him. He was opening for me. I was the Brazilian DJ for the soccer thing, you know, like, and he was opening for me. Like, we became friends and he gave support since day one, like him and a few other people. But like, I think like the biggest support we got was I came to the Red Bull Freestyle in Chicago with the Brazilian crew.
Right.
I came with Nedu, who was my buddy.
Wow.
He took second place or something. I was kind of like helping him, making edits on the fly. And like a friend of mine, I borrowed like some turntables and put in my hotel room. Like we practice and help Nedu and stuff. And then I met everybody, like
all the DJs.
In the Red Bull.
Right.
In the three styles.
Right, so in like, that circle.
I met for Color there.
Yeah.
Of course, I met for the first time Jazzy Jeff there.
Nice.
Like we changed tracks, Headspin, everyone was there. Like, and after that, like we spread like and exchange files and
that's so cool.
And then the next year, we started Tropkillaz. We didn't have the first freestyle. I came this 2012, I guess. We started Tropkillaz right after.
Right.
We already making music together, but we didn't have.
You didn't have the name.
We didn't have a project.
We
didn't have any plans.
Not even the songs.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And like the next year was in Japan, I guess. Like, at the finals, like it was like 10 finalists.
Yeah.
5 or 6 used a song of us.
Of course. It was definitely a staple in a lot of the 3-style sets, I think, you know.
Yeah. Everyone's supposed to use it.
Because I think, I mean, that's the thing is that you guys are really dope producers, but you're DJs and you understand the DJ mind state and mindset and what DJs need. And I think
exactly
that's why
that's what we think to produce.
Yeah.
We always
help us a lot to make music too.
To be DJs.
Yeah. 100%.
Even to
we were
produce,
talking about this 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because we've been in writing camps for like big mainstream acts.
Right.
And like we are the only DJs making music, like with a hip hop background, turntable is.
Right.
And like with like state mind, like you said. Like
right.
So like between like a bunch of producers, we're the only like real DJs there.
Right, exactly. And a lot of them, and even a lot of the bigger producers now will have a team or people helping to craft their song. Then they go, or they're the representative to go present it to the world. But you guys are actually working on every little piece of it.
Yeah, like sometimes a bunch of people like making music and like the DJ, like how we read people.
Yes.
And we know how this song gonna sound to a crowd. Better, sometimes better than just a musician or a producer.
Yeah, you know? Yeah. You have an extra knowledge of how it will sound and how you should even make it for DJs to be able to play it. You know, because you know, as a DJ, if it starts with some weird thing and you can't hear it,
even the structure of the song, we think about everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Before we start a song or an idea, we work thinking about the crowd. We're thinking about the DJs and stuff.
If we like a bunch of times, I ask Clouds, he shows something like, who do you think gonna play that?
Right.
Like we say the name, he's gonna play that. Like I say, like Skrillex would play that. Yeah, Skrillex would play that.
Yeah.
Like this, and like a bunch of this someone else. Like for a different type of crowd or DJ. You know, like
No, that's a good way to look at it, and you guys have the power, you know, and the knowledge, like to approach it like that. And so when you start a production, do you think about it right away of the DJ aspect?
We start a little free at the beginning.
Okay.
Then, but like let's say if we working on Anita's album,
right?
Like we like think how this song gonna be for the dance scene, for the club scene,
right?
Like, and like a bunch of different points of view, like where this song fits, you know, like
right,
yeah.
And how did you link up with her at first?
It's crazy. Like we played like a prom party in Rio, and she was gonna play after us.
Wow,
we were already kind of like pumping. It was like 2017 or 16.
I think it was
16. Yeah. And we are on stage about to get in, and someone came, no, you guys have to leave. Anita going to perform now. You guys have to leave the stage. I said, what?
Got kicked off.
I'm not going to leave. Like, I'm going to stay. Then the guy trying to convince us, okay, you pay me extra 10K, then I leave. Then the guy, he had to pay.
That's amazing, really? That's great.
It was a prom party, like
good, quick negotiation.
Yeah. I said, or we gonna leave and not come back. It was crazy, like it was gangster.
Wow.
Yeah. And like she reached out the next day on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah,
I'm making a song and I want you guys to make a beat like the trap part. It was like a Vai Malandra, like a baile funk song with like a breakdown, 2 like trap breaks.
Okay.
And she changed the number. She showed up at the studio driving by herself the next week.
Wow.
And like the song got really, really, really big, like #1 in Brazil, like top 20 global.
That's amazing.
And for
long time,
yeah. And then we start like relationship, like she became friends, and she collabed with made a song for us the next summer, like a year after we made Bola Rebola, the one with J Balvin, and got really big, like same thing again, like #1 in Brazil for a little while, for like a couple of months, and like global.
That's amazing.
Too, and then we here.
Yeah.
After that, we signed like a major deal.
That led you to signing with Universal.
Yeah.
And having a real deal, and then having to put out a certain amount of songs or something.
Yes. It was crazy because I always talk that like we being independent, we still own our masters.
That's great.
All the beginning, all the like 60, 70 Tropkillaz first songs.
Wow.
And when we like signed like a major and started like making like mainstream songs, we kind of like, we didn't, it's crazy, like it's complicated. It's good, but it's bad, and it's bad, but it's good.
Really?
You know
Why?
what I mean?
How did it change things?
Because like we weren't closer from our main audience anymore.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was like sometimes when you were underground, people love you. When you're mainstream, people hate you.
Of course.
You know, like
always.
So we got a little distance from our main, like where we started.
Right.
You know?
But I feel like you guys have always remained true to your sound, you know, so it's not like you changed your sound at all.
I mean, like these baile songs, we help to create the new baile funk crossover
exactly.
trap.
Right.
We help to craft.
Like an international version of the baile funk.
Yeah, because we're like hip hop producers, not baile producers.
Right, exactly.
You know, like, but like we created something.
Right, you were utilizing the Brazilian sound that was more known, and you're incorporating it into your guys' production.
Yeah.
But to the people that were fans of you before, they liked you for the other stuff.
At the same time, like we started to make songs not depending on any MC or anything. We started like, let's make like electronic hip hop,
right?
Like the same way we flip beats on the MPC, but like modern with build-ups, with banging drums.
Oh yeah,
like club songs, like the same way like the drum and bass did before.
Yeah,
like we started like this without a plan. You know, like we don't need anyone, just us. Flipping samples, no rules, SoundCloud, and it kind of like blew up.
Yeah,
we weren't expecting that. You know.
And then when you get to sign to the label, you have to really think about what you're doing and use your time.
Editing.
And you have people asking you questions and telling you to try to do things.
Totally. Like we got rules.
Right.
Got to follow.
Yeah.
Follow the rules. Now after like we had a 10 songs contract. We drop all them and we are free to do anything we want.
Okay.
Now, and we still have like a major contract, but like we clearing everything and starting like going back to the roots.
Right.
Our roots.
I know you just did an EP with Marshmello. Was that part of the deal too?
No, that was
a different
Marshmello thing. Is a friend since the beginning too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And we've been talking. Every time he comes to Brazil, he reach out and ask for songs, and stuff. We come to the show, and we started like collaborating like a year ago, little less, and he came with the idea.
Yeah,
he saw
Mellokillaz.
Yeah, he saw the baile funk scene in Brazil when we played it there at the Rock and Reel. And when he played it a baile funk song, the crowd went crazy, and he saw how it works, and he said, "Yo, this shit is crazy. We should make something like that."
Yeah,
but not like that, but being us and being him.
Right.
Yeah.
Like mixing the styles, but with the reference of the funk. That's what we did. We get all the underground MCs. We got a few producers to work with us, like underground from the baile funk scene.
São Paulo.
And we made the whole EP.
Yeah, it's dope. I mean, it sounds very like underground too, in the way.
That's the idea.
Yeah. Because I listened through it, I'm like, oh, this is different. You know, it was different than I thought. I thought maybe since it was with him, it might be more pop or accessible, you know, to like everybody. But it sounded very like
raw.
It's doing good.
That's great.
Yeah, like everyone's playing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, in Brazil, it's doing really good.
That's great.
Some songs, yeah.
And I know you're up. You guys already won a Latin Grammy, right? So that's amazing. Congrats. And then you're going back again nominated for the Planet Hemp.
Yeah, my original group.
And that's your original group from the 90s that you would be in and do scratches and stuff like that, right?
Yes.
And it's dope. I was listening to the songs, like it's almost like Planet Rock kind of sound or something, right? Like
the Tropkillaz Planet Hemp collaboration is kind of like old school electro jam.
I love it. Yeah, it was so cool to listen to.
Yeah, it's a fun one. And it's crazy because I'm like a former member since
it's
94,
such a full circle.
94. And we played a festival together this year.
Oh, you did?
Planet Hemp and Tropkillaz.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I played the whole show. I started with the band that used to be my band.
Right.
And Laos came on stage and add-on.
Yeah, and the band played some of our songs and with like drums and guitars and stuff. That was crazy.
Yeah. And it's crazy, like I scratched the whole album.
Yeah.
And I made like a skit myself. And, and there's a version, the deluxe version, we have like 3 or 4 songs.
Okay.
So, and we are nominated for Best Rock Album. You know?
You mean Planet Hemp?
Planet Hemp, but like we producers, like on a bunch of songs of the album.
Like, it's like you probably never thought you'd be nominated for Best Rock Album when you started this project.
Yeah.
And last year, like, we're nominated with Criolo, which like Brazilian incredible MC.
Wow.
But like he flirts with Afrobeats, with MPB, which like Brazilian popular music, with like bands and jazzy stuff.
Yeah.
And we produced the whole album.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a very like different from nothing to do with what we do. It's like words. Completely different word.
Right. But that's also where your guys' DJ mind comes in. You're able to adapt and hear the quality within any genre, I think, and then put your own sound and spin on it. I also saw you posted a little Instagram with Marky M. Are you doing some drum and bass stuff or something?
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, he's so dope. I have his stuff on vinyl from the drum and bass days. Like, one of my favorite drum and bass songs.
Marky is one of my best friends.
Really? He's so I used to love watching him on Twitch during the pandemic. I would watch his like room with the camera above and he's spinning vinyl, and then he would do his influences or he'd play the drum and bass. And he has that one song that's just a legendary drum and bass. I mean, he has a lot of them, but there's that one song where he samples the guitar.
The George Band one?
George Band.
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a classic.
Oh my God. I used to go to raves, I would hear it, and it was just like...
It's crazy because when I started to make beats, this was the first sample that I chopped up.
Really?
Yeah, the first beat that I made was with the sample.
That's so dope. I want to hear that.
I don't know why, but I always had the idea to make a rap beat with that.
Yeah, because it sounds dope, because it works so good as drum and bass.
The Marky song was pretty big in Brazil.
I'm sure.
Like in the
it was
radio
big here.
and all this stuff. Yeah.
I mean, that was huge for him, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it was, I remember...
When I heard like the drum and bass version, I don't know what it was but I was a kid.
Yeah.
But like, when I started to make beats, I said, yo, I need to flip the sample too.
Yeah.
To a hip hop
12
beat.
years old?
Yeah.
11?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So how did you start? Like, how did you first get into making music? And wait, do you DJ also?
Yeah.
So what came first, production or DJ? Production.
Yeah, I started in hip hop like on the graffiti scene.
Okay.
Yeah, I love graffiti, and I started to see like the graffitis on my city. And I said, yo, I love this thing. I don't know why, but I love this.
Yeah.
And I start to like listening to rap. There's a big group in Brazil, like legendary. It's called Racionais MCs.
Okay.
It's kind of like Brazil and WA Public Enemy.
Oh, dope.
And
huge.
I had a CD from them. And I said, yo, I love this thing. This changes my life forever. And I started to listening to rap like on the TV. There's EO MTV raps in Brazil, the Brazilian version.
Right.
And I used to buy the magazines and stuff, the graffiti magazines, and I started to see like all the hip hop history like in Brazil, how it happens and stuff. And when I was like 14, a friend, a skater, he showed me, he said me like, yo, you should make beats.
Right.
And he sent me a Fruity Loops link. And I said, yo, I don't know nothing about this thing. And I just downloaded the program and started to like to go crazy in Fruity Loops. Like, and I started to get some lessons from like another friend. He helped me a lot, and in a few days I made my first beat.
That's dope.
Like, and I'm here till now. But
wow.
Yeah, I'm always a big hip hop fan. Like, even for the graffiti scene, the hat and the break, everything.
Right.
Big hip hop fan.
All the elements.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so dope. And it took you from there to here, and now you produce on Ableton, right?
Yeah, in Ableton.
Okay.
I quit FL after like 12 years.
Okay.
10 years, I don't know, but...
Do you ever incorporate FL into Ableton or no? Like, do you ever use it for sounds or anything, or you just
From FL?
Yeah. Or you only do Ableton?
The only thing that I miss from FL is like how to make drums. And the sound in FL is so much better. I don't know why, but...
Why is that? Yeah.
I
Because a
don't
lot
know
of
why,
hip-hop
but-
producers still use it.
Yeah, but because the sound is different.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why, but it's heavier and it's crazy.
Right.
It bunches a lot on FL, but yeah. But I still on Ableton. It's so good. I love
Sometimes you
Ableton.
go back to the old sessions.
Yeah, sometimes we have to back it up to...
Yeah,
like
the
to
beginning.
get stems and stuff. I gotta open my FL and try to remember how to work there. I forgot everything.
Right, I know.
Almost everything. 90% I forgot, but I still can make a beat on FL.
Right. I guess that's what a lot of the Afro beats, like I'm a Piano, is using, right?
Yeah,
that
all
log
the hip
drum
hop trap, they still working on FL.
That's crazy. And then so from there to now, you guys are about to celebrate your 10-year anniversary, which is incredible. Congrats. And you're going to, I know you were mentioning to me like an edit pack potentially putting out, but I know you're going to do some huge things to celebrate, you know, from shows to coming out with music. What are your plans around the 10-year anniversary?
We have many plans. Like,
can you say any of them? Or
no? The first... we already dropped a few songs here and there. We dropped the Troy Boy collaboration, Sango.
Yeah, the Troy Boy collaboration I was telling you earlier, so dope. I just feel like you guys are also from the same world, you know, but so different. But it was only a matter of time until you come together and make something dope.
Always supporting each other since day one.
Right.
Too. And Troy is like a good friend.
Nice.
And we have a few songs actually. We on
a
his
bunch of
album.
them.
We have like 4 or 5 songs together.
Oh, great!
Like this,
and a few
this record
unreleased
was
ones.
big. It's big because it's a big Brazilian sample from the 70s, from a Brazilian singer based in Japan since the late 60s.
Wow.
Actually, she
Crazy.
called Sonia Rosa.
Mm-hmm.
She took bossa nova to Japan. You know, it's crazy.
That
like
is crazy.
After we flipped the sample,
right?
Like I was looking, how we do you think we can put this out? I didn't know a lot about.
Right.
When I Googled Sonia Rosa, it came out like a name, DJ Taro, related searches.
Oh.
DJ Taro is her son.
No, wow.
Yeah,
that's
like
crazy.
a DJ like my age.
No,
like,
really?
Yeah, like a hip hop DJ from Japan.
Wow.
Born in São Paulo. Moved to Japan, like he doesn't speak Portuguese, and I look him.
That's crazy.
I found him on Instagram first, like 12 common friends. Japan is my favorite place.
Oh, it's the best.
The best.
Yeah.
So like 12 common friends, and I saw like some friends talking to him. I say, hey, can you guys introduce me? Like write to him. Like,
oh my God.
And they, like a friend of mine, he wrote to him right after I had like 2 hours after I had Taro's number, and I reached him out on Lime.
Oh, wow.
They use Lime there, you know, like instead of WhatsApp or iMessage.
Right.
And like we talking and we send the tune and he sent to his mom.
That's
it's crazy.
What did they think?
It was supposed to be, you know. Like,
yeah. And did they love it?
They love it, and we cleared the sample. And one thing happened. It was supposed to came out like a year ago. There was this producer, Yoshi Ono. It's like the main anime, like score, like funky groove. It's the biggest Japan producer.
Wow. Okay.
And he got ill, and he got sick, like really bad, at the hospital for a year. So he couldn't sign to approve. He already listened and liked.
Wow.
You know, but like he just luckily he got better.
Oh, good.
Like he authorized the song like a year after, and we put it out. Like it's a very special song called Te Amo. Like everybody knows what Te Amo means. Like Te Amo is like universal. Like like Spanish, Italian, Je t'aime, French, like Brazil. Like it's like a universal word.
Yeah,
everybody
like
can
love
understand. Yeah. So like we put this one out, and now we planning like. Actually, we just finishing mastering 10 songs reworks from the classic Tropkillaz.
All of the classic Tropkillaz redone.
Yeah, Boa Noite, Mambo, Hide a Hole,
all the classics.
Madman, all the classics.
Oh man, the best.
Yeah, but like new versions.
Oh,
like,
I can't wait to hear. Yeah.
I hook you up.
Okay, please.
Now.
Thank you.
I'll send you the link. And we work. People notice we drop a song called São Paulo at the São Paulo anniversary. A song called Rio de Janeiro.
Oh yeah,
with Sango.
Okay.
We have a Miami song. We have an LA song.
Oh.
And we have a Kingston song. It's like five cities.
Yeah.
EP.
That's great.
Like with crazy collabs too. All of them.
That's amazing.
You know? We putting this EP out and working on a big record with like a bunch of like mainstream like
another like an album.
An album.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing like for a while.
Wow.
Working that.
That's great.
Yeah. So that's so many stuff. And now we're back in US like playing shows after a few years. We're back playing shows. Like we renew our like work visa.
Right, because the pandemic slowed everything down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we stay quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're back here in LA doing like studio sessions and stuff?
All the time.
Yeah. Like every day.
That's so dope. And you're working, I mean, I saw you working with, we can talk about it, right? Like Stargate and dope, you know, top level producers and at their studio and stuff.
Yeah, Stargate, like Thor and Mikael's, like they're brothers now.
Yeah, that's
They came to Brazil for the first time with the Coldplay at the beginning of the year.
Okay.
And we linked, and they came to the studio. Then they came again. We came here. We worked. They helped. They're our sponsors now.
That's dope for the visa.
Yeah, they're like we working with them, making a bunch of songs. We put that Doeshi song, right?
Yeah, the new
I didn't realize
Dochi
you guys
song.
Yeah.
produced that.
Yeah. Booty drop.
Yeah, it was like on the New Music Friday. Like I think it was the first
top
song.
one, yeah,
It was the
yeah.
top one. I was like, damn. Because I remember, like, I DJ the spot on Thursdays, and all the music comes out at, like, 9 p.m. because it's midnight East Coast. And so I always check it, like, right away so I get the songs before I go DJ. And I saw it was a number one. And I'm like, this is pretty dope. I downloaded it. But I didn't realize you guys produced it until today when I was looking it up.
Yeah.
That's
that
really
was a good
cool.
one.
So you produced that with them?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
It's cool.
And it's crazy, like, we're talking about Dr. Dre and the West Coast in the beginning.
Yeah.
One of the first times in LA writing, we met Them Joints. You know Them Joints?
I think so.
He's like Dr. Dre's main producer, one of like Dr. Dre's.
Right.
Like from Dre's team.
Right, like they have I had DJ Khalil on here a couple months ago, and he's
together.
like one of them.
Yeah, they work together.
DJ Khalil was legend too.
Legend.
It's insane.
His episode was dope because he was just showing me how he's using Serato Stems, and he's like, I have infinite breaks now. He's like, any funk song, any song I used to, even songs I sampled, like now I can take their drums. I can go back through and retake all my old samples, and I run it through Serato Stems, and I take that and I take the drums and I beef them up, and I mean it's mind blowing what you do. So sorry to go off topic, but
No, but that's no problem. Yeah,
the same topic.
It's a good idea to like now you can have stems or everything.
Right. And so
and it's getting better every day. Right?
Yeah, and to hear someone like Khalil who's working with Dr. Dre and is like such a dope producer. Okay, sorry. So them
we met Them Joints.
Okay.
And we became like a big friend.
Yeah.
And like every time we come to LA, we go visit, make beats,
dope.
make stuff. And one day we were there at at Dr. Dre's studio. Record, yeah.
Oh wow!
And like there was like crazy people like coming and Louds. I think the man is coming, and he
it's like a storm forming.
Like
you feel it in the air.
In and out. Yeah. And Dr. Dre showed up at the studio.
Oh my God! When was this?
Like a couple of years.
Yeah, I think it was 2016 or 17.
That's so cool.
No more.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
And so he came in and you guys got to meet him and stuff?
Yeah.
Just say hi.
His name is
right.
Andre.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah, we got the same name.
What's your name? Andre. Oh, Andre, like me. Gave him a hug. Louds couldn't walk after, like, was so nervous, you know.
Yeah, he's my biggest idol ever.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah. He's an
like,
icon.
We linked. We got like really solid with Damn Joints.
Mm-hmm.
And we made a few songs. One became like a really massive K-pop hit.
Oh, yeah. I've seen you guys are doing K-pop stuff.
Yeah. They like everything. They like modern stuff, and they have like their own.
They really like everything. It's crazy. It's almost how like the whole world is now
putting together,
all like into each other's music. But then they take all of it and mush it all together into like one thing. And it's so interesting because they have obviously such a big hip hop influence in K-pop, but also 100%. Dance. But then seeing now the Brazilian sound in there, and then it's the Korean artists, and it's such a crazy connection of everything.
Yeah. Then we made this first, actually like a little before, La Lisa. She's Blackpink.
She's from Blackpink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the producer, like he used like a main melody loop from our splice pack.
Oh, okay.
So
and how does that work? Is it just you already sold it, so you don't get anything from it?
Like we get royalties from every download, like or every
You get
hit.
royalties from every time someone downloads it from Splice, but if he uses it and it becomes a hit song, you don't get any royalty.
No.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Is that
but
good
like
or bad?
One thing was good because we had the first Brazilian pack on Splice.
Oh.
The first
and
ever.
now it's like huge. I mean, Brazilian music has always been here. And like you said, even with Holertronics, and I remember all the sound. And it was so big 15 years ago, I feel like, the baile funk. But then now it's almost back again in the same way. And but now it's spreading in mainstream music all over.
Yeah,
and the
Super Bowl. Underground. It was underground on the blog scene.
Yes, exactly.
The blog.
Like as a DJ, we would hear
Everybody play baile mashups.
Right, and mix it with Be More music and all that stuff. But now it's like made its way into mainstream music.
Rihanna using
Rihanna with
Bowl.
Klean, right, in the Super Bowl. You guys are connected to him too, right?
Klean is our kid.
Yeah.
He's at our house right now.
He is?
In Brazil.
Oh, okay.
Because he's from like a 20,000 people city from Bahia.
So he comes to your house, stays
there. We brought him to São Paulo, like, so he's there, like, taking care of him.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, his mind must have been blown when he saw that.
Insane.
And same with you and everybody, but for him to be from such a small place, and he's much younger, right?
Yeah, he's 20.
Okay.
21? 20.
I don't know.
Something like
21,
that.
22.
Oh my God, that's amazing. That's so cool to see though. Like, how does that make you feel to see it's being big in K-pop and Rihanna using it and being in more mainstream kind of music?
Yeah, the thing I was talking with Louds, I think like the last 3 years we found our own sound to make any type of music.
Tropkillaz.
Yeah, like to make K-pop, pop, trap, baile.
But still keep true to your
like
sound and give your
same
signature sound.
Yeah, with the signature like drums, the way we make melodies, like synth sounds, flipping samples.
That's interesting. Yeah.
We got our sound now.
How are you able to describe that sound, or how you got to that point, or what the sound would be?
We kind of, it's similar from the beginning, but like evolve like technical parts and like getting better with sound designing,
right?
You know, and like always like banging drums,
right?
Every time, and like I think, can you describe a little bit like how is your sound?
It's like he said, we always trying to get something new and bring something new to our music.
Yeah.
And in these 10 years, we find some ways to being us, like to be Tropkillaz. We have our like signature sounds, like, and the snares, the kicks, and all the drums.
Yeah.
I think the main thing in our music is the drums. Like,
Yeah.
the shit is banging and stuff.
Right.
Like, that's our main thing.
Do you
Even the melodies, like doing weird stuff,
Right.
and weird percussions and all this kind of stuff. That's what we love to make and make us like unique.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
going back
agree.
to the splice topic.
Oh, yeah.
You were asking if it was good. It was good to make every producer trying to make Brazilian beats. We're using our packs.
because then if they
Even
want
like on Travis Scott record, there's Loud's
Yeah.
vocals on it.
on
the
which
song.
one? The newest one?
Nah,
No,
the other one with MIA, I think.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's like
Something little like a
100% he chopped it from
Right.
or spliced.
How
them.
crazy is that for you to hear?
Yeah,
You're
it's
like,
crazy,
oh,
but
here, like,
yeah.
So like all the producers, like they're looking at the package, like the sound packs.
But there's not a body funk song
No,
or nothing.
no,
it's just
no,
a
it's just
regular
like
trap
effects.
song. But
But
he
he
took
put the
the
song.
chant.
the chant.
like-
The chant is
Yeah.
like Loud's voice.
Okay.
Yeah, a little
crazy.
like chant, but you can recognize.
Yeah.
So like all the producers started like knowing us
Right.
because of these packs. We got
Okay.
two now, like they're
Yeah.
So it was good.
Yeah, because then they know if they want to collaborate with someone that has that sound, they'll come to you. Or if someone
Yeah,
wants
yeah.
someone to produce that sound, they come to you because you're like the kings of it, you know. And then
And I threw to the universe. Like
Yeah.
I say, like La Lisa, like from Blackpink, is using like a melody. Use us. Like
Right.
we can make original stuff, not the splice.
Right.
And like a few months after we made the NCT like original, right after we make now the
TXT.
TXT
okay,
And
that they
Anita-
presented on the
Anita.
VMA.
yeah.
Yeah, we made the TXT with Ryan Tedler.
Oh, dope.
Yeah,
Okay.
and tomorrow we have a new one coming. Yeah,
A K-pop song.
Yeah, yeah. So like we like establish in the
That's
K-pop scene.
great.
Now. It's still like being the same guys.
Right, you
that
don't have
made,
to
like, the
change your
DJ
sound.
songs.
Because I know a lot of people that go produce out there, but they're like not themselves. They just do whatever they need.
We
to
don't
do.
change.
I know.
That's the point.
That's great.
We don't want to change like
Right.
to a different artist. We're still gonna be like who did that like very easily. It was Neptunes.
Oh
They
yeah.
could produce anyone.
Anyone,
They,
any genre, any tempo, BPM,
sound.
Same
sound.
but
You're
like
right.
different tempos.
But it could be a dance. It could
the
be slow. It
signature.
could be fast. It could
Yeah.
be You're
And
right.
I think we got close to that.
You're right. And like
To,
banging
to
drums.
find like our own sound,
That's true.
like to produce like a rock group, a K-pop, like a house beat, anything.
Yeah.
You know.
How do you approach either a remix or an original song when you start working on it now? Are the drums first, or is there any formula?
Nah, I don't
Depends.
think we have a formula.
formula.
Like, it depends of the flow.
Right.
Sometimes we start on the drums. Sometimes we start with the melody. Sometimes
Yeah.
we start with the vocals.
We mostly never use any element of the song,
Yeah.
like just a cappella.
Right. And then you just do your whole own beat from there.
Yeah. Like a good one was the Bobby Marley, like jamming remix we made.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. That one was so dope. I have that in my computer, I think.
Yeah, that was dope
Yeah.
because I talked with the Marleys on
That's
the
amazing.
video, like
Legendary.
Fidela. And we have a swap for the record for our record.
Oh, so like you do this for them and they do that for you?
They promise. Let's see.
Right,
You know,
it's
like,
on
what
the
do we
way.
have?
Yeah.
Like, I talked to them and we have the numbers and they
Right.
love the remix. They shot the video with Tiwa Savage.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
she's so dope.
She dope.
Afro beats, yeah.
So we on the YouTube channel, Bob Marley's YouTube channel.
Like
Me and Louds.
Life
Crazy. How crazy
makes
is that?
your life.
Never gonna imagine that like in
Exactly.
my whole life.
yeah.
You know, like so. And so we made a few classics, like we made the Billy Idol remix.
Oh, yeah.
Eyes Without a Face.
I don't know if I heard that one.
Yeah, it's official.
Really? I
Yeah.
need to get that.
Yeah.
Someone asked me to play it recently. I played the original. I would have played your
This
guys.
is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna find it.
Made Lenny Kravitz remix. Made all officials.
Justin Bieber.
So how did these come about? Oh, that's dope. Did you guys seek it out, or they come to you?
They come to us.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, and it's crazy. And Sting and Shaggy.
Wow.
Yeah, some big remixes.
Yeah.
That's great. And how do you decide who? You obviously are very good at collaborating with each other, but also with other artists. Like, how do you decide who you're going to collaborate with? Not necessarily those remixes when they reach out, but if you guys want to work with artists, do you reach out to them, or are you very picky with who you collaborate with?
We like to become friends before.
Yeah.
You know, like somehow we're gonna like eventually like it's really like we met most of the people who we love. You know? And like let's say we love Kai Trenada.
Right.
But like we never met, so like I'm not gonna like send him a mail. But I don't think he collabs, right, with DJs.
I don't know. Not that much. Seems like he'll do stuff with a rapper or somebody else, but I don't think so. I mean, I don't know for sure. But
like we just like we put on a board,
yeah,
write the name, some possible. We have like a board in the studio,
right,
with possible songs and stuff, and we wait till it happens. You know, like we don't look. You know, unless we like really friends.
Right. That makes sense. That's great. And so, what are you guys working on like right now? I know you said you're working on are you doing anything else basically besides the 10-year
pack?
The 10-year pack, basically. Is that your
the
main focus right now?
The pack is ready, mastering, getting everything cleared.
Right.
Like the plan to release is October 10 songs.
Oh, dope. That's perfect.
Yeah. Then we finishing the Locations EP, and the main focus is the record now, the full album.
Wow, that's like a lot. My gosh. So you got the 10-pack, the EP, and then the actual full album.
And an album just for Brazil.
An album just for Brazil?
Yeah, all Portuguese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like local, like the scene is really strong.
And so it'll still be available everywhere else, but you're saying it's made to be
like
the biggest
Portuguese songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like we have songs like mix, and the record has people like from all over, like from India, Jamaica, Africa, Europe. Has like many like collabs.
Is there something like different about working with different people from different parts of the world? Like, is the collaboration process different for different areas?
We like to meet people.
Okay.
Yeah, most collabs we
you do in person.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Most of these collabs we know each other in person.
So either you go there, they come to Brazil,
or
and
here
link
in LA
up.
is a good place to meet
Because everybody comes to LA to work on music.
Yeah, we met a bunch of people here.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And how did the like pandemic? What happened during that time? Like, I know you were saying you did a Twitch show that Twitch
for a year
had you guys on there.
Crazy. Right at the beginning of pandemic, we moved from like a small apartment to a big house.
Okay,
it was crazy. Like
you mean right before the pandemic?
Like 2 weeks before.
Oh my God!
And then pandemic came. No shows. No gigs.
And you have this huge house.
Huge
so you guys have a house together now.
We have a house here, and we have a house in São Paulo.
Oh, okay.
Like a studio place,
dope.
our office and studio and everything.
Oh, you guys don't live there?
No, not in the house.
We don't
I get it. Okay.
The house here, that's like that's
right. But in
Brazil, like it's our office and
studio.
Yeah.
Tropkillaz headquarters.
Yeah, exactly. And we moved to this big house, and we have to pay the bills.
Right.
And no gigs.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like right after, like I don't know how, like, but God's good.
Yeah.
It came like at the Twitch sponsorship.
Oh wow.
Like everybody starts streaming, and their house became like a big broadcasting like place, like everything, like cameras all over this. At the mini, like in every room, cameras all over.
That's dope.
I started like streaming in the house, like
almost every day.
Every day, pretty much. And was streaming myself solo in my house
I watched
all the
you
time.
A lot.
Yeah, it was fun. It was like a crazy experience, you know.
Yeah.
Like it was really good actually, like to learn, to reconnect me and Louds, because we've been touring a lot and like sometimes like relationship wasn't the best anymore. Like at some point, like too much.
You're together too much and you just get annoyed with each other.
Yeah. But like we got closer.
That's cool.
And like we have like the beginning could say like a little like father, but like now we like brothers.
Okay.
Like sometimes he put me in the ground. Zach, come on. And I said, no, Louds, don't trip. Like we like like a good balance.
Right. Like if your brain is going crazy, he can relax you or back and forth.
Yeah,
or
mostly that.
that you're going crazy and he relax. You seem way more chill, but no. You got the West Coast chill vibe.
Yeah. Totally sober.
Yeah?
100%.
Yeah.
I wondered. I'm like, because you guys are so creative. I'm like, I wonder if they just smoke a ton of weed and then make all these beats or if they're just sober and in tune with the creativity.
Yeah, I don't drink. I don't smoke. Never drink.
Yeah.
Never. That's so crazy. And so...
I do for him.
Yes, you just do double. That's... So... And how come? Like, you just don't want to, or?
Yeah, I don't want to, and like, I think that's not for me.
Right.
It doesn't change for him. He gets in his natural high.
Yeah.
Like we like, let's say like we like in a club, partying, like DJing. He's having fun. He's not like.
You never feel the pressure to drink, or?
No, hell no.
Not at all.
No.
That's great. That's amazing. I feel like a lot of the younger generation does. Some do, but a lot of them don't want to drink or care. They don't need it as much. I feel like it was ingrained in like the older people. It's like you gotta have a drink or do a shot.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's really cool. I mean, it definitely shows that you don't need it. Obviously,
Yeah.
I had someone on last week, and he was telling me the same thing. He's like, I want the music to pass through me and everyone to have fun. He's like, I feel like the bus driver. And if the bus driver's drunk, then, I have to drive everybody here. I was like, oh, it's kind of a good way to think about it. Yeah, like he's like, I'm the one in control. Why would I be so drunk and out of it, Especially with the live shows. Like, how did you guys figure out, coming from the world we come from and the DJ world and stuff, how did you figure out what your live show would be?
We try to make as more original as possible.
Right.
Like play our own stuff or our versions for everything.
Yes.
And like we've been doing like 2x4 turntables all the time.
Right.
But like I'm really thinking about we gotta like to play in clubs. We gotta learn like different formats, like play like on CDJs, like one setup for both of us because it's impossible.
Do you do that now or no?
We've been. I don't know how to play like on like. We never play like a CDJ one set like together.
What's your setup?
Four
turntables.
Wow.
Mixers.
4 turntables, Serato, S11s.
Four turntables. Always.
Okay. I saw the artwork of the Mellokillaz had you guys with the laptops, and I was thinking, oh, I wonder if that's Serato,
Yeah. It was Serato, like we love Serato. Like if I start playing on CDJs, I still want to use Serato.
Yeah, that's what I do. I use CDJs in Vegas and a lot of places and use Serato still, especially with having stems now. It's like next level. You can do so many things live.
I like to have your own library, like the way we used to, like for many years.
Yes.
Our crates and stuff,
Right.
Yeah, I saw like some like friends, like SK, 8-track, using like record box with no laptops, right?
It's definitely been a big trend of a lot of people who were big on Serato and the hip hop DJs moving on to just the sticks, and just record box. And
I don't know if I would perform like.
I think there's good and bad, right? There's positive and negative because there's the some of the positive part is like you remember DJing with vinyl and it's like that, where you just have your crate and you put the songs on and you're doing it, and you're not so in the computer.
Yeah, I don't like watching the computer.
I know. So
I hate stands.
Yeah. Right.
Never
so
use
keep
stands.
it. Yeah, me either. I just kind of keep it there to the right, like on the side. But so I think there's some of that, but
there's a good point, because like I still play vinyl.
Right.
Like I love playing my 7 inches and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's not heavy, easy to carry, it's cool.
Yes.
Like the sound. So like, I've been playing like vinyl sets, like solo dope. Mostly.
Yeah.
A bunch for fun.
That's great.
And like the stick is like I'm playing vinyl, let's say.
That's what it feels like a little bit. You know, you're still on digital and you have sync and you can do so many things and you have to look at the little screen, but it's, I don't know, it does give an element of when you're playing vinyl in the way where you just have your songs and you let them play out and you're more with once you get it going, you're just with the crowd. You're not like looking at your computer and worrying about it.
Not too good for doubling.
I know it's hard. I mean, there's only so much you can do on the CDJs as far. I mean, there's some DJs that can go crazy and sound like they're on vinyl, but it's definitely, you have to think a bit more. It's hard. I like the Rev 7 controller. That one is pretty dope. I don't know if you tried that, but it feels like you're on vinyl.
Should have on every club would be great.
I know. I agree. I mean, have you run into problems like getting the equipment, like traveling the world and trying to get 4 turntables and S11s?
Always.
It's probably really
all
hard.
The time.
Always.
Right? Because they probably don't even understand.
After Phase, we can get shitty turntables.
Now it doesn't matter. Because before, when you had shitty turntables, it was bad. Yeah,
good.
You could put on a ceiling fan or something.
Yeah, I always say that.
Put on a pizza and just DJ.
Yeah,
I know. It's...
we got to places, let's say, like in Europe,
right?
Like years ago, like 4 turntables.
There's no way.
None working. 0 working.
Right.
All like internal mode. 2 guys playing on internal mode with 4 turntables.
Right. That's part of the reason why I go to CDJs too, because you kind of know they're going to work better.
In Brazil, in Rio, like they brought like 6 turntables. Like we're going to use 4.
Right.
Just 1 working.
Oh God!
Like before Phase, you know.
That's the hard part. Well, and then the new Pioneer, the Cross 12 turntable is pretty dope. I mean, once they start having those, that's going to be great because you play vinyl and it controls digital.
That's
fire.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then it has this centerpiece thing that you push down, and it even will flatten your records if they're warped. So because you screw it down, and it makes the vinyl flat too. It's like really dope. And has all the cue points on it.
Yeah, I want to see.
Yeah, you're gonna love it, I think. So, and like, is there a big difference of playing shows in Brazil versus everywhere else?
Yeah, Brazil is wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, depends. There's some cities more, some cities like one of the best places for sure. Home. Yeah. You know, like we don't play many shows all the time.
Yeah.
You know, like we play like let's say São Paulo, we play like 3 times a year, 4 times a year.
Yeah.
As Tropkillaz. I play like solo gigs here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Rio is crazy. One of the best places we play. We play all the time.
Right.
Brasilia, which is the capital, is like a dope place to perform. People like such a good crowd.
Right.
Brazil is like big, like when we
huge.
played Carnival. Like we like the last 3 years. Except for 1 year, except for Pandemic. 21, right?
Yeah. Pandemic.
Yeah, we played at a carnival in Salvador with the major laser sound system.
Oh yeah,
it's like a parade up on it's called Trio Elétrico. It's like a bus with a sound system, like
so cool.
1 million people around.
Oh my God,
that's insane.
Insane. It's the craziest experience ever. Like,
I mean, the music culture there is just so strong. You know, everybody just. I feel like it's just within everybody's soul. You know, like it's so musical out there, right?
Yeah, like many styles too.
Yeah, many styles, like all over the place.
Totally.
Is there any Brazilian facts that we might not know that you guys know? Any special things we should know about?
It's always like changing, like even I mean, baile funk grew up a lot, and like we got like people worldwide. They know like but like underground there, it's crazy. Like so many styles that never gonna come to the rest of the world.
Just never. It's just huge there.
Even like when we recorded the videos for the Mellokillaz project, like São Paulo is insane now. It used to be real stronger, but like São Paulo scene is really strong.
Wow.
And like it was crazy. Like I came to see Vor. Do you know this kid Vor?
Yeah, like VHOOR.
Yeah, last
week. Yeah, I buy
here,
his stuff on Bandcamp.
Last week here in LA.
Yeah.
Crazy scene. A crazy scene. Like people like fans.
Really?
Yeah, like
crazy. His stuff is dope. I found him during the pandemic, I think, and I would just buy whatever he put out on Bandcamp and dope beats.
He's dope.
He's dope. But it's crazy to see like it's like an underground kid from center of Brazil.
Yeah. And he's here and everybody loves him.
And touring like America and like in LA, like a local scene, like like fans, you know, like crazy. Like he's underground there, but like this, I don't know the name of the venue.
It's the Catch one.
Oh yeah,
I think it's in downtown.
Yeah, I've been there. It's cool. It has all the rooms.
The sound system is insane.
Yeah. And it has that one main room and then a bunch of side rooms, and it's kind of out.
Something new going on, like with the not like producer songs. You know, not like MCs, like the same way we started. Right. The new generation, like blowing up.
That's why I feel like it's coming back in a different way. But now we have social media so strong that it has a different, you know, do you think that it will really cross over like into the mainstream?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think the next step gonna be like a major, like something like, I don't want to say the names,
right?
Just to get lucky, you know? But like a top 3,
right?
Like singer, like record on like Brazilian beats,
and then that will create all the other people to want to have that sound,
like it was with reggaeton.
Yes,
same thing,
right? Like cause the beats
and how Afro beats is starting, you know, the Rema, like Calm Down, you know, and stuff like that. That's now it's on the radio every day. My son, my wife,
Rihanna
they know it.
Did on the Super Bowl something never seen before,
right?
Because that was the
by using the Klean,
remix. It was the only remix on her set.
And it's the Super Bowl, so it's like people in Kansas City, you know, and they're like, "Hey, what's this sound?" You know, like they don't. It was every kind of person in America.
Changed the game.
It really
changed
did.
The game. It was a game changer, indeed.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That day, right? It's new. It was like a new beginning,
right? And I think it also made all the DJs happy, you know, because instantly next morning, so many edits of that. The Rihanna Super Bowl Klean remix. Everyone was asking, where is that song? Where do we get it? It was like they needed it, you know.
That's how we met the Stargate guys after.
Really?
Yeah.
Was from that?
Yeah, like I was talking with Anita, and she thought it was us. I said, no, it's our kid.
Yeah.
Klean. And like Thor gonna reach you out about that. That's okay. And actually, like before the guys, the Rihanna management reach out Klean, like 4 or 5 guys, and he doesn't speak English at all. Like, he didn't have a management or anything. And
so they're writing him on Instagram.
And he asked for help. For me.
He's like, "What's happening?
Well, they're gonna sue me."
Oh wow! He thought they were mad.
Give me that remix here. Shut up, kids.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So do you have other artists that you like? Is he signed to you like as a management?
He's on our
like
our
your
office.
label or your office or
yes, the same
company.
Same company.
Yeah,
and
but we've been supporting him because he won. We're talking about Twitch. Yeah. He won the beach battle on Twitch.
That you guys did.
Yeah, we threw like.
And that's how you met him?
2 or 3. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and we've been like schooling him and helping him like before.
Yeah.
And
oh wow.
Yeah.
Do you have other artists that you work with like that?
At the moment, no.
At the moment,
we always like exchanging with with the locals.
Artists.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, the G-Caps kids are really good.
Decap?
Gcaps.
Oh, Gcaps.
Yeah, they drop some stuff.
Oh, okay. I gotta hear. I don't know.
They put out stuff.
I'm not sure, but yeah, they doing really great.
Nice.
Yeah.
They're like the Vor.
Right.
Vor is really good. Enough bunch more like.
There's so many Brazilian type art. I mean, because even in the house music scene, I mean, right? Some of the biggest like A-Loc and
Moshak.
Vintage Culture,
You know
Moshak.
Yeah.
They're all like the most popular people right now, right?
Yeah, they're pretty big.
And they're remixing cool tracks or making funky songs that sort of
I
crossover.
really like Moshak.
Yeah, he's cool.
Like
he just seems like a cool guy, and then
fun.
But his beats are different. Like I just watched his live set from, where was it, Barcelona or something, and they were showing it on the Beatport Twitch actually, and I just had it on the background, and it was cool to hear like. The beat, it wasn't just, it was like he had like almost like electro sounding beats, like how you had with the Planet Hemp remix.
He played, when he played, the first video I saw from him was like, he played a Black Star song.
Right.
Like a Mos Def.
Yes.
On the set. I said, no, he got my respect.
100%. Yeah, I think I saw that too.
Yeah. He got my attention there.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Because he seems like a young guy that like knows what's up, and he's like, doing house music, and Diplo likes him and all that stuff, but he's kind of has his hand in different genres too.
Yeah.
That's cool. And so like we said, you've been doing this 10 years and your sound has evolved. Like, how do you think that your sound and also just the sound of dance music has changed in the past 10 years?
Yeah, it's like cycles, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's always like, I think like
a lot of stuff's coming back that we were seeing 15 years ago and stuff too, right?
Yeah, there was like, I mean, maybe 2014, 15 was super heavy EDM.
Yeah.
Now it's not anymore.
Right. And now it's just like house music, like.
Yeah, and like we always been a big mix.
Yeah.
What we do, always.
Right.
Like we haven't changed that much.
Yeah. You've just gotten better. You've
so.
always been great, but I mean, just the
so.
sound quality and like you said, just creating your own sound and now being able to produce for people, and they don't even know that you're the producer until later, I asked some questions, or I asked online if anybody had questions, and a couple people wrote in. Miss DJ Bliss wrote, will there be more future collabs with Anita?
Yes.
Okay.
We have a few.
Okay, good to know.
Sure.
And Sophie Nam, well, we kind of already talked about this. She said, I'd love to hear you guys talk about Funky Worm.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's when we were no fear of anything.
Of anything. And did that come from your West Coast influence in a way too, knowing that song and saying, we got to remix this and do our own thing?
Yeah, like I bought I was in LA in the late 80s.
Yeah.
Like skateboarding at the time. And I bought the first NWA record with the Dope Man, 8-Ball on the other side,
That's
Panic
crazy.
Zone.
Oh my God,
and like I always had like, I'm going to flip this someday.
Right.
Like, and we made it.
Oh, that's so dope. Let's see. We got another one. Edward, EHDZ89. He asked, when are you releasing the remix for Better Things, Aespa?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. All right. Well, then when you hear this, it's already out.
Massive. Hopes.
Yeah.
They're going to be massive.
Okay,
They're
dope.
big. I didn't know that much about them.
Yeah, me either.
They're
okay, well,
great,
Edward's looking forward to it right here. So,
so
he's going to listen to it 20 times. Amazing. I mean, is there any other things that you guys, think are important to discuss, maybe that other people, younger DJs or anybody, DJs or producers listening could learn from, or things that you've learned over time that you think you could pass on to them?
I think we all know that in any art form, just be original. You know, you get influence. Don't be afraid of be different.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of being different.
Yeah.
Just because if you're following, you're always gonna be behind.
sometimes
That's
when
true.
you go different, your life changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point. What about like memorable, like either gigs or studio sessions? Like, do you have any ones that stand out in your mind as like, oh my God, this was life-changing or legendary, or I can't believe this is happening? You've said some of them, of course, with Dr. Dre and all that.
Dr. Dre was like
epic.
Crazy because that's how it started. That's how Louds started. Like we were in Dr. Dre's studio and he was there like, welcome guy. Okay. Like, I'm happy you guys being here.
Right.
I'm never going to imagine something like that in my whole life.
Yeah.
But like the thing is like we started with no compromise. I already had bands and everything, and like it just happened. I didn't have any master plan.
Right.
I had like a record before with like Sam, my partner on the NASA. We had tracks with Kanye West, with this.
Yeah, I remember. It was like I used to play a Steve Aoki remix of
like
the
Gifted.
Kanye. Yeah, Gifted.
Yeah,
I'd play that in Vegas.
Yeah.
It always like worked.
Yeah, and like it was a big like we thought like NASA gonna be like the next Daft Punk.
Right.
So much money involved, like superstar collaborations, like a millionaire project.
Right.
And Tropkillaz was like a cheap, zero cost, just FL, like me and Louds making beats with no ambition.
Right.
And we blew up crazy.
But you never know. You follow your soul, your passion, and then that's what will lead to the success, I think.
So like just do your thing, you know, be original, trust, never give up.
Yeah.
You know? I'm 54 now. I feel like I'm just getting started.
That's so amazing to hear, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. And just the new school and old school together, I think, just creates such a magical thing, you know?
Yeah,
that's the main thing for us.
And it's almost like you are young and have elements of a mind of an older person, and you're so respectful or understanding of old school, and you're on the other side where you're older but you're still in touch with the younger, and it's such an amazing combination.
Yeah, I've seen like a bunch of DJs and producers from my generation, like they hating the new school.
Right. Why?
Yeah, that's no sense. That what keeps me younger and involved is like the exchange. I learn and I teach, you know, like it's like a big exchange all the time, you know, like I wish we could go back in time. I would love to. Like, I would like go straight to like 92, like or 88. I don't know. Like I would love to, but time doesn't go back.
No,
you know?
It doesn't stop for anybody.
Yeah. So like we gotta like go ahead, you know.
Yeah.
And not live in the past. Like I
agree. Yeah. Whoever is like, oh, always complaining about things.
It was much better. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
well, you're not going back.
You know, like
you're not like in Back to the Future or something. Yeah. Do you have any crazy, like, I know you've traveled the world. I mean, at this point, like, is there any standout moments that like of crazy gigs or crazy stories you have from being at DJing at a festival or a club or any kind of event?
We travel everywhere, man. But like one of the craziest memories was the first time Louds traveled.
Yeah, Russia.
Got in Russia because Tropkillaz blew up in Russia.
Really? That was kind of your
first time.
Interesting.
We blew up on VK.
What's that?
It's like Facebook from Russia.
Wow.
It's kind of like Deep Web kind of thing. You know, like, it's crazy.
Oh my God.
Like after we put Mambo out, we start like getting messages in Russian all the time. Like a bunch of people writing in Russian, like videos of twerk in Russia, dancing Mambo, and like someone reached out asking, "You guys want a tour? Make a tour in Russia?" We came for like 5 shows, no management, no tour manager, just me, Louds, and a friend.
Crazy.
You know, and our like promoter was like a 17 or 18 years old kid.
Oh my God.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
He probably couldn't believe he got you to come.
Like he took like a few different promoters from different cities, but like he was the guy making contact, taking money from people. He was like 18.
Oh my God.
And like we got in Russia, and it was like superstars.
That's amazing.
Like, and Louds, it was like Louds' first time touring.
Like,
like first time out of Brazil.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Yeah, like and then it's like we making it right. Like we should.
Right. That probably encouraged you a lot to be like, okay, let's go do
going.
this. If we're this big in
It
Russia
took like a year
and in
to play
Brazil, like we need to just tour the world.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Have you been to like India and places like that?
India was insane.
I can imagine.
Yeah, we played with Troy Boy in India.
Oh, okay.
And
that's a dope combo.
Who else played there? Like Skrillex?
Marshmallow.
Marshmello, yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. And playing all over Asia. Mozambique, that's like, it's crazy. Like in Africa, like they speak Portuguese.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, like we got like only 7 countries that speak Portuguese.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and like Mozambique was insane.
Oh my God,
like,
really?
Great experience. Like in the other side, speaking like our native language, you know, like it was...
Right, you almost feel comfortable in such a foreign place.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's priceless, yeah, traveling like that.
That's so dope. What about like, so I know you have all those projects coming up. Do you have any future plans or even just dreams of like, all right, these are the dream collaborations that we still haven't done that we want to do, or other, I don't know, throwing a festival, or like, do you have any other things that you want to do that?
I have many, but I don't like to talk because
I get it.
when you talk, it might not happen.
Away.
Yeah,
okay.
you know what I mean?
I get it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Makes sense?
Yeah, of course. Well, yo, thank you guys for coming through. I mean, is there any other any other like, I guess, messages for people out there, or things you want to talk about before we get out of here?
Thank you everybody for the support, like here in U.S.
And all the DJ scene where we all came from, we like so grateful, you know.
Yeah.
It's been like, if it wasn't that scene, we would never be here.
Right.
You know, like that's how Tropkillaz really started, with that kind of support that we had from all the DJ community.
Right.
Like, of course, like DJ City, always like support for us since day one, like all the DJs.
Yeah.
And all my idols became my friends because of that. It's crazy, you know, like.
Yeah. It just really shows that it's the relationship. I mean, you guys are DJs, you know, but the relationship of producers and DJs and even just people making music, it's such an important thing that if the artist doesn't realize that, you know, like you talked about, just by going to 3Style and getting them the music, and then it just spreads out everywhere, you know, it's amazing.
Yeah,
That's dope.
True.
So dope. Yo, Tropkillaz, thank you guys for coming through. And I can't wait to hear all the new music and see what's going on. Please, thank you. I appreciate it. And all right, sounds good. Maybe we can hang this weekend before you head back to Brazil, too.
For sure.
Of course.
Okay, thank you guys. All right. Okay, that was so dope. Thank you so much to the Tropkillaz for coming in here, blessing us with their presence and their knowledge and all those amazing stories. It was so good to be with these guys in person, hear what they got planned, hear how they got to this point. So inspirational. And yeah, it was wonderful sitting down with them. And it was wonderful having you guys as part of the conversation. My beat sorcerers, thank you guys for always tuning in. You know, you can find this show anywhere. YouTube, if you want to watch it. Spotify, Apple, all the places you can listen to it, anywhere podcasts are listened to. So check us out. Thank you for the support. The 20 Podcast is produced by Beatsource. Join us next week for more interviews as we discuss music that matters to DJs. I'm DJ Spider signing off. Peace.